Hey guys, Emperor Takashi here, and well, finally I have some free time on my hands, so I'm going to go ahead and do a Let's Play of a game I've been meaning to play for months, but I had some plans to do it with like other people and things like that, and then the Winter Glass came up, Christmas stuff. Anyhow, lots of stuff going on, but finally I have some time here at 8:30 in the evening. So let's go ahead and get into this, shall we? Let's start a new game. So I've heard this game is pretty crazy, but I try to avoid too many spoilers. But I have seen some things, but I don't know the story. But I have heard the intro part is very long, so hopefully it's not too bad. Okay, so I don't know. I'm guessing this is a girl since it's in pink, so let's go ahead and do. Hey! I see an annoying girl. He doesn't even know the girl yet, and he already knows she's annoying. Or maybe he does know her. I don't know, but from what I'm seeing, we don't know her and we're already calling her annoying. Anyhow, so let's carry on. Toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. The girl is Sayori. Okay, so he does know her, never mind. Okay, I stand corrected already. My neighbor and good friend since we were children. You're good friends with an annoying person? Whoa, dude. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other so long. You know, it's weird, it seems like he keeps answering my questions right after I ask them. He's reading my mind, bro. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me.
I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe only because I decided to stop.
Oh wait, sorry. I should probably not read my voice like that. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
Eh? You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Takashi.
Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to.
Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students, making their daily commute.
By the way, Takashi, have you decided on a club to join yet?
Yeah, you know, I was thinking about going on the going home club, you know? A club. I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either.
Eh? That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of our many conversations, where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average, while spending my free time on games and anime.
Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried about you... I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college.
Girl, I have plenty of skills, you know. Plenty of skills.
Your happiness is really important to me, you know?
See, like I captured your heart, one of my many skills. Okay, probably not.
And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world.
What? Since when has someone that liked anime and games ever become a NEET? Never. Never, guys.
You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you.
Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though.
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind, at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Indeed. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Saori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. You have no choice? No choice, you say? You always have a choice, my boy. Always.
Hello?
Saori. Saori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me, if it's going to make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement. So I thought, you know...
Know what?
Well, that you could come to my club.
Saori.
Yeah?
There is no way I'm going to your club.
Meanie.
Saori is vice president of the literature club. You don't want to join the literature club? Isn't that kind of like the focus of this game? It's literally called Doki Doki Literature Club. You may not have a choice, my boy. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest, after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. Fancy how that works, isn't it? That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. What? You watch anime and games, you probably play, you probably read manga too, right? That's literature, right? Come on. Japanese classics. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please?
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes for everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep, peasant. Okay, he didn't actually say peasant. I'll admit. I can't tell if Saori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes! Let's go!
Right. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. You sold your soul for a cupcake? Your soul wasn't worth that much in the first place. You probably got a good bargain. I dejectedly follow Saori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Saori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member is here.
I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room.
Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Saori always says nice things about you.
This girl looks kind of prim and proper, but knowing from what I've heard about this game, actually I haven't really seen much about this character. But just by looks, I think she's the girl I'm going after. I just like the long hair and the really nice look about her, so we'll go for her. She seems elegant and whatnot, but I heard this game has some twists, so we'll see. Let's see, this one... I don't know what kind of voice to go for her.
Seriously? You brought a boy?
Don't mind her voice, guys.
Way to kill the atmosphere! Ah, Takashi, what a nice surprise! Welcome to the club.
I having to voice so many girls. I have no girl voices. I just have these strange voices that I use for them, but I'm going with it. So, ... All the words escape me in this situation. All of the words. This club is full of incredibly cute girls, except for that one, the pink one. She's kind of weird looking. I don't want anything to have to do with her. I really, really don't. And she looks severely underaged. No, thank you.
What are you looking at?
Someone that I have no interest in interacting with, and you have a really annoying voice. I mean, granted, that's my fault, but still.
If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry. Natsuki? God. If you guys get annoyed at that voice, just let me know and I'll change it to something else. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody. You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Christ, what's in my reading today? Sayori says that quietly, into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Smart girl is she?
Don't say things like that.
Yuri appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with the people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you know Monika.
Monika? If it's Japanese, it would be pronounced Monika, but I'm gonna say Monika because, Monika just sounds weird to me. Hell my vocal preferences, I guess. I don't even know if that's called a vocal preference, but I'll call it that.
Is that right? That's right.
I don't even know if I'm doing different voices for them. I think I'm like slightly changing the pitch, but it probably is gonna sound exactly the same when I get it out there.
It's great to see you again, Takashi.
Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we've rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. Oh, come on, dude. We got skills. Remember I said that earlier. Skills. Skills. I don't know what we're skilled in yet, but we are skilled. Alright. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika.
Come sit down, Takashi. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monika.
Oh, I want to sit next to my girl Yuri, though. Come on, man. Come on.
I'll get the cupcakes. Hey! Wait,
what was my voice for again?
Hey! I made them! I'll get them!
I think I did that kind of voice, like kind of squeaky or whatever. Anyhow.
Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah, I guys, sorry if the voices change. I might set them later, but for now, just, I'm not used to doing girl voices like I said, so please take it easy on me. Yoroshiku.
Ta-da! Ooh-ah!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes, decorated to look like little cats. No, cats, my number one enemy. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
So cute!
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Christ, I used that voice. Okay.
I had no idea you were that good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow.
It's delicious!
Sayori talks with her mouth full, and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like I...
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
made them for you or anything. Baka.
Christ. I thought you technically did. Sayori said...
Well, maybe. But not for... you. You know... You dummy?
Alright, alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom.
Don't worry. The teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not...
Insulted Yuri. Sorry guys, I kinda skipped that. I could probably log it, but let's keep going.
I meant that, you know...
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me.
So what made you consider the literature club?
I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... By the way, I really hope this is a choice game, because, for those who've been watching my channel for a long time, you might know a while back I played a game called Lucid 9, and it was another free visual novel game, and the only thing you really interacted with was like puzzles, so it was almost like reading a story that you had to just work through, and you didn't really change anything or impact anything, so I really didn't like that style. I like impacting a story when I play a game, so I'm kind of hoping that this is one of those games. Like I said, I haven't watched any Let's Plays. I purposely avoided them so I could have a first-time reaction, so just keep that in mind when I make these comments. Now, you guys can tell me technical stuff in the comments, but please don't spoil things in the comments. Please and thank you. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
By the way, I will allow you guys to put in the comments who you want me to be with out of two girls. This girl or Yuri. I still think I prefer Yuri, but if you guys want me to go with Monica, I'll go the Monica route, so... And I might play multiple times, but like I said, I don't even know if it is a route game. I'm just assuming it is because there are multiple girls, so if it's not a route game, then oh well, fuck me. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Haha, well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs.
All the politics, you know, club politics. Oh boy. Actually, I heard in Japan it is pretty fierce, like with trying to get like funding and things like that. But it's not as intense as it's portrayed in anime. It's not that extreme, and it's probably a little more teacher-led than it is portrayed in anime, where it's very student-led. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity, and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all of the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. Well, before TVs, literature pretty much was the entertainment of the day, you know, so... Well, radio, also. Before radio and all that, you know, so... Unless you actually went outside. Going outside. Who does that, am I right? Okay, well, I do, but still. Okay. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. There should be a walking club at school where everyone just goes on nice, enjoyable walks and strolls and stuff. It's like track club, but less intense and less jumping. Or like cross-country club, but walking while doing it. Just my idea for the future generations. My contribution to the young.
I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah!
Or yay, I don't know. Either way.
We'll do our best. You know it.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Are they really that different though? Are they really? I mean, look, the pink girl and the light brown, I think, red ribbon girl. They're somewhat similar. They're both small little creatures with short haircuts. Same deal. Really? Come on. My reasoning is totally not flawed. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So Takashi, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Fantasy! Fantasy. Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Fantasy, my bro. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. This guy is way too altered by girls. He needs to stay with his guts. Okay, actually no, he probably should read more. If he wants to become a good fantasy reader, such as myself. Fantasy. 100%. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy.
Best girl right here. She would love Raid Monster, guys. Come on, come on. She's best girl. My fantasy girl. Meaning she likes fantasy, not that she's my ideal type, because my ideal type probably would not have purple hair. That's not normal, but I don't mind purple hair. Don't mind. But it would look weird in real life. But if you have purple hair, I'm not saying anything against you. I'm just saying it probably would not look like it does in anime or games.
The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing. It's amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. I wonder if she likes Lord of the Rings, another good book that I'm pretty sure everyone has at least heard of. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Hey! Hey! Don't insult my imagination. How dare you?
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
Ah, I read a horror book once. Once. Only once, my boy. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh? Why's that? Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What?
just her face there makes me want the squeaky voice again. Oh boy.
What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last literature club meeting. It looked like you were working hard on a...
Oh, yeah, sorry.
It looked like you were working hard on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just so cute. Just as cute as you are.
Sayuri slides behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute!
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not very confident as a writer yet.
I understand how you feel. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri?
Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess that's the same for Yuri.
Aw, I wanted her to read everyone's poems.
You can read a good poet, Edgar Allan Poe. Heck yeah. The only poet I recognize. Yeah, I don't really like poetry too much, actually. It was never, like, whenever I was in literature club, that was pretty much the least favorite part. I much more preferred prose. We all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay. I have an idea, everyone. ...
Question mark? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Seriously, what is with my reading today? I'm sorry, guys.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Takashi?
Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem.
Eh? What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said that I would join this club. I never said that I would join this club. And, well, let's see here. I think that just about does it for this episode. We will see their reactions next time on the Emperor Takashi channel. That's a really weird exit. Anyhow, guys, as always, I love you, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your winter. And I will see you next time. Laters.